All right, so I'm doing something a little bit different today. I am going to do a tour of my Disney pins. I will explain what Disney pin trading is, what it's about, different types of pins, where you can trade, and all of that. I had recorded this previously, but it was too dark. So hopefully this one will be a little bit better. I am under the weather, so sorry my voice is a little bit off. But I'm excited to make this for you guys. All right, so let's start off with what is Disney pin trading. So these are the enamel pins, and you collect them. You can trade them in the parks, at the resorts, on the cruise line. You can do it, guest to guest in the parks. Sometimes cast members, not as much as pre-COVID, but sometimes cast members will have a little pouch with some pins on there, or a lanyard with some pins on there, and you can trade with that cast member. In the parks, you do have to be careful because you might run into fakes or scrappers. Like, pretty sure this Duffy might be a fake. Same thing, you don't really want to buy the big bulk packages on Amazon or eBay. Most of the time those are fakes or scrappers. This Jack might be one too. There's a good video by Magically Emily, I believe is her name, that helps you kind of identify some of the fakes. So I will try to link that down below for you guys. But you just have to decide, are you okay, if you really like the pin, that it might be a fake. You just kind of have to decide on that, or just be real careful when you're in the parks. So people collect different types of pins. So some, have characters. Some have more of like experiences and places. There is also for special affinity groups like D23 members, Visa card members, Ventures by Disney when you do one of those trips, which we have the Southern California Venture by Disney on the channel. You get pins for that adventure. So that's what those are. But I'll go through the collections themselves, what my main ones are. There's attraction pins. A lot of times people have like their main collections, and then they'll have like side collections. And then there's also what's called fantasy pins. I'm trying to find one of the fantasy ones to show you guys real quick. So they're pins that other people make. I have some of the pin bake shop ones from Etsy. All right, there's one. So that Christmassy one right there, that is a fantasy pin. And then Hard Rock Cafe has their own pin line. We went to Brickfest Live and got that. There's another Hard Rock DC. Ashton picked that up for me. And then there was some pins that Universal had for Super Nintendo World. Sorry about the little bit of a glare there that I picked up. All right, so let me give you a tour of some of my collections. So one of my main ones is 101 Dalmatians. I've always been a big 101 Dalmatian fan. So you can buy pins also from like Box Lunch and Hot Topic. So this one here is from Box Lunch. This one is too. I think this one is. Those ones there you had to be a D23 member for. Sometimes Shop Disney will have some really good ones on there. Sometimes if it's only released to the park, I will get them on eBay. Just be careful. Make sure you're looking at the seller's history to ensure that you're getting something safe. Another one of my side collections is Balt. Not really because I love the movie or anything, but Leia, my dog, is very much like Balt. She's got a sonic bark. She takes her job of protecting me very seriously. Her body, like size-wise and ears, is like Balt. So I get Balt when I come across them. There's not a lot of Balt pins, but when I see them, I'll grab them or trade for them. Also, Oliver and Company, my cat Buddy, is a little orange cat and was an orphan, so she's a lot like Oliver, so I have a few Oliver pins. I do really like that movie. Music in there is fantastic. I have a couple Roger Rabbits. That's one movie I really enjoy. I got this one at the Hollywood Studio store, so that was kind of special. So I wouldn't really say it's a collection. I just grab ones I think are kind of cool here and there. I have a few of those. As I mentioned, my Adventures by Disney pins. So those are real special. You get a pin for each day of the adventure. They used to give them on the trip itself. Now you get them in the box pre. And then 2 years ago, I collected these Cuckoo Clock ones. So these are based on attractions. So Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Peter Pan, 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Big Thunder, Teacups, Haunted Mansion. And then Tiki Room, Pirates of the Caribbean, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Small World, Jungle Cruise. I think that one's supposed to be for Snow White's Scary Adventure. And I also did the whole collection of these guys, these wishable ones. I think that was a couple years ago as well. Cute little guys. I love the bears and Chubby. And then I did the whole collection of these Jared ones. I like his style. There's a couple Tiny Kingdom ones here. So of Huffalump and Woozle. I think that's supposed to be Shanghai. So actually one of my first collections was these Toy Story. When we went to Chicago, we went to the Disney store and they had those pins there. And that's kind of what started it all. So I have that full Toy Story set. That Slinky wasn't part of it, but I put him there with my Toy Story guys. I have a few Duffy. I like to trade for Duffy pins. Generally, I think they're real cute. So I have a few Duffy. I have a few attraction pins. This one has a slider element, which is fun. But Splash Mountain was one of my favorite rides. Love Haunted Mansion. That's Ashton's favorite too. And that's like the Haunted Mansion holiday that they do at Disneyland. I should probably actually put this one over by my Duffy, but this was a Easter one that I got on eBay from, I believe that was from either Hong Kong or Tokyo. Everest pin. That was, I do a pin advent calendar every year, and that was one of the ones I got in my mystery set. I do love that ride though. A couple more Haunted Mansion guys. I've just kind of acquired some Nightmare Before Christmas. Some of it has been trade. That Sally one was given to us as a fish extender on our Disney cruise. I think that Oogie Boogie one I got in a subscription box I used to do. Bippity Boppity boxes. I did buy these Lock, Jock, and Barrel. These ones are from a mystery set. So yeah, I just kind of have acquired some Nightmare Before Christmas ones. These two are real special. So when I did that Adventures by Disney, you get to shop at Walt Disney Imagineering and then the Employee Center. So I kept these in the backer cards because otherwise you're not really going to know that they're from Imagineering unless you know that design generally you can only get at Imagineering. So I kept those on the backer card. But those are real special. And then I tried to get pins from different activities or locations that we go to. So went to Disney in 2023, 2021. I missed getting a date pin for 22 and 2020. I'm not sure why, but I did. I did the Run Disney Virtual Summer Series in 2022 and 21. I didn't really like the theme in 23. So that's what these pins are. We stayed at Pop Century on our last trip. We ate at Beaches and Cream, so we went into the yacht club, so I grabbed that guy. We ate at Ohana. This one's on my more recent pin, so I stayed at the Wilderness Lodge. Stayed at Coronado. We stayed at Caribbean Beach. One of the first ones we stayed at was Animal Kingdom Lodge. We ate at Chef Mickey's, so I grabbed the Contemporary. So the 100th anniversary. This is from our Disney cruise to Alaska. Disney Wonder. The Windy City one is one that, you know, kind of started it. 50th anniversary, both those guys are for the Walt Disney World. Food and Wine Festival 2020. So I guess I have that one dated. Festival of the Arts we went to in 2021. When we went to Disneyland, that was actually a Trader Pen, which was kind of cool. We went to the El Capitan Theater when we did our Adventures by Disney trip. So yeah, I try to get one for the hotels that we go to or stay at. I'm going to try to get all the ones from the different ships that we sail on. And then the Electrical Light Parade, when we did our Adventures by Disney trip, we got to see that. So that went on to Shop Disney, so I picked up that guy. Really liked that parade. This one I just thought was kind of a cool one, this little lunchbox. Excuse me, sorry. May the 4th be with you. So I have a little bit of Star Wars here. I got some Grogu's. And that May the 4th be with you. Let's see, this was from my advent calendar, I believe, last year. So these gingerbread guys. So this is kind of like my Christmassy section, I guess. The Abominable. This one was kind of fun. This is from Anastasia when Disney acquired Fox. She kind of became an honorary Disney princess. Love that movie. Love Halloween Town. That's part of our Halloween tradition every year. This was from your Disney Movie Rewards, the Ducktail pin. So when you used to get the DVDs, there would be those slips. I think I haven't bought a DVD in a while. But the slips would be in there, and then you could trade your points in for different things like pins. So that's what that guy was from. These 2 video game ones came in subscription box. These VHS ones were fun. I love the Rescuers. So just a little bit more of my random ones. This was in my advent calendar this year. Not the ones I was hoping to get, so those will probably be traders. I traded for Dr. Tooth. These came in a really cool tin. I bought on eBay. Those are from, I believe, Tokyo. Required just a couple Little Mermaid here and there. I do have a collection of Ursula. So me and my grandma used to play Little Mermaid. I'd be Ariel, she'd be Ursula. So after my grandma died, you know, Ursula helps me still feel a bit connected to her. So I have a good size of Ursula collection, the Transformation series. These ones are from Loungefly. The villain one's from Loungefly. Yeah, I really like that one. I do have a collection of Cheshire Cat. No particular reason on that one. I just like his mischievous ways and his colors. So I've been picking those up here and there. I have a couple other villain pins that I just thought were cool, like the Madame Mim, that Gaston, the Hades, some mystery pin set villains. So they're kind of fun. Gaston, I did a pin trade for that guy. I do have a small collection of Lucifer, just a couple so far. Same with Cinderella. This one here is from Loungefly. Oops, I'm about to knock one over. And it opens, maybe. Come on. Got Lady Tremaine and Cinderella in there. Just a couple fun food ones I've picked up here and there. Some, these were in a mystery pin set. Those Hocus Pocus ones. There was the collection, the Wisdom collection. So I just have a couple from that line. This Elliot one's pretty cool from Pete's Dragon. Oh, Took it off. Oh, it might be cool to show you the inside though while we're here. Or the back side, I mean. So like this was a limited edition. So I didn't really explain that. So there's open edition, there's limited edition, limited release, run size. This one I got from the Lounge Fly store. One's fun. Canine Crunchies. This was also pretty special. I got this at the, I can't remember if it was Walt Disney Imagineering or Mickey's of Glendale, but it was the 60th anniversary for Disneyland. Oh, maybe the back's gonna tell me. Imagineering. Okay. This is exclusive. This is only $200. I haven't looked to see how much this was worth on eBay, but this was also on sale when we were there, so I got a really good price on that. I don't think I showed this guy. Slider on there. I think that's everything on the pin board. Still got a little bit room. Overall, I have kind of a modest collection, but it's growing. I do have some pins over here as well. These ones are kind of not maybe my favorites, or ones that don't really fit on there, and all my buttons are on here too. It's like our first visit to Hollywood Studios, my Disney Nerds meetup, our first visit when it was the boys in 2020. When I bought something on eBay, one of the people gave me the Happily Ever After, Great Wolf Lodge. And then this lanyard is generally what I take to the parks. So these ones are going to be my traders when I go to the park next. All right, I bought this Winnie the Pooh bag from Loungefly. Thought if I ever did one of the pin trading events at like Epcot, Walt Disney World, this would be cute. So a few of the Winnie the Pooh pins I've gotten along the way I've thrown in here. Eeyore is one of my faves. Big cute little guy. I also have this Loungefly Dopey. I just really thought that one was cute. This is what it looks like on the inside. And I have this cute 101 Dalmatian inside of this VHS looking case. All right. This was a Advent pin calendar I did from Shop Disney a few years ago. Came with this little tree thing. That was fun. Took like little ornaments. So D23 membership, the 1 year was like around the world. So it's pins for each of the parks. Cruise line. And then a like captain's pin. This was the D23 members gift a few years ago. There was a pin set. This one was pretty cool. And there's a few pins in this D23 members gift as well. This is one of the newest pins I've bought. Disneyland Fantasy Parade, Haunted Mansion. Not sure if I'll do the whole line of these. We'll see what the other ones look like. I like the Haunted Mansion one. So this is what the mystery pin sets look like when you order them on Shop Disney. So I already have a couple ready for my next Advent calendar. All right, so the resource for today's video is the VITA Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. So if you're in the United States, it is tax season. So if you made $64,000 or less and have pretty basic tax return, they can do some complex things, but you know, business use of home, sales of stocks and bonds, things like that is a little bit beyond VITA generally. But if you fall into that, you can get your taxes completed for free. So you would find a VITA site near you. You can do that here on this website, which I'll link below. There's also AARP tax aid site. Same sort of thing. They're generally at senior centers, but most of them don't require that you're a senior. So that might be an option if there's not a VITA in your area. A lot of times you can also dial 211 to find a VITA site in your area. Some of them scheduled too. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions on the VITA program. It is volunteers preparing your taxes, but they had to get certified through the IRS. It's a pretty hard process, background checked as well, but something to keep in mind. You are going through volunteers, not accountants necessarily. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.